Good afternoon to you both. I hope you're both well. I'm going to start by asking Anne about how in the trailer from the Book of Carol, we see Mariam telling someone that they don't need to worry about their future because they don't have one. How was it to be involved in such intense scenes and be the focal villain of this series?
Oh, it was lovely. I loved it. I have to say, and I love saying those sentences, being so definitive, being so, straight, and we all know we don't know how it's gonna end, and we don't know where she's going, but basically we kind of might know that she's wrong. We know that the heroes are gonna have a future. But I loved playing it. It was so, it's a guilty pleasure.
Fantastic. And you play it very well, Anne,
Thank
I
you.
must say. And Roman, likewise, from the trailer, we see that Stefan has some really intense scenes coming up. We can see half his face appears bandaged and what looks like cuts and bruises everywhere. Is he filled with as much rage and revenge this season as he was in the first? And how was that to play?
Well, as you said, we can see in the trailer that Caudron is in a bad situation thanks to someone. You know who, I guess.
Yeah.
Good job,
Yeah.
didn't she?
I have to be careful what I'm saying. You never know. June can come up suddenly. But yeah, he's in a very tough situation, and I don't want to say too much, but what I can say is that event will bring him to feel things. Yeah, it could be revenge, it could be other stuff, but definitely it's a key moment for Caudron.
Fantastic. And I cannot wait to see what happens and the reason as to why that's happened. So season one didn't exactly see you both leave on the best of terms with each other. What was it like to film that last scene in Daryl Dixon where suddenly you weren't seeing eye to eye with each other? And will we see more of that in the Book of Carol?
Oh, it was great. I have to say I love playing with Romain.
Oh,
there's something very
too,
intense.
yeah.
We started together. There's something in the story as well of both comedians being on that set and being such fans of the series. So that was, that was something already. So having to cut the story and to play that scene where everything goes wrong and they're not getting on well anymore. That's that's the least you can say. But it was very. It was very intense. It was very nice as well. It was very, very agreeable. Very nice to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, for me too. I was so happy and grateful to be able to work with Anne. I love her really much as an actress, too, as a human being. So I'm saying it right now. She knows it, I think, but it's true. So it was amazing moments. With truth, there is something. Yeah, there is a special connection between us, between all of us, actually. But yeah, I was very happy.
And there was something as well about the disappointment of Jeunet. She really believed in that guy. She really saw something in him. So he's made the wrong choice for her. So that's a disappointment as well. That was very nice to be able to make something human in that character.
So speaking of Carol, what were you both most nervous about on set, knowing that Melissa was going to be joining for the Book of Carol?
Oh, it was great. It was amazing. She's one of my favorite character ever. I mean, the arch of that character being so fragile and a tiny woman, living hidden, and it becomes such a strong, powerful woman, and the resilience that she's in, and what she does about all the bad things that happens to her, and what she does, what she makes out of it. it was so meeting Melissa then and having to work with her, you know, and it was just, we felt so lucky, so lucky.
Yeah, for me too. I'm a big fan of the original show. I watched everything, and obviously Carol was one of my favorite characters. I really loved her, and I really loved, and I still love it, actually, the relationship between Daryl and Carol. I really loved that relationship. So obviously when I read, actually it was for season 1, the end of season 1, that she was in the series, I was more than happy, and I feel very grateful to be able to work with her. She's amazing, really.
Oh, it's fantastic. I cannot wait to see any scenes that you have potentially coming up with Melissa. And speaking of scenes with Carol, Romain, how did it feel to show Daryl, Isabel, and Sylvie some mercy in season 1? And is this something that might foreshadow potentially you having to show Carol some mercy in season 2?
Can you say it again, please? I didn't hear everything. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. So at the end of season 1 of Daryl Dixon, obviously Stefan showed some mercy to Daryl. He let them go. Carol, in the book of Carol, is this something that Stefan might have to do with Carol, or has he met his match in Carol?
I cannot tell you too much about that, but definitely Caudron is different now from with what happened in the end of the first season, and with this gentle conversation with Genet. But yeah, it's going to be different. I can't tell you. Maybe darker, maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe, who knows? Well, I do know a bit, but but definitely will be different.
Fantastic. I cannot wait to see. And my last question for you both is, if you could change just one thing about your character, maybe it's costume or a characteristic, what would it be and why?
Good question. I would have loved her to have black teeth. You know, because she smokes a lot. She smokes a lot, and you can imagine, I mean, the 13 years that happened during the apocalypse, you know, she probably lost a teeth or two, smoking too much, and, you know, it got dark and she didn't. Well, so yeah, that's what I thought.
It's a great answer.
And for me, it's a hard question, because I really like the costume and the way he is, you know, but maybe I would like to get longer hair, maybe another style, maybe. It's not so easy actually to be with this haircut in the real life. When it's very short, people are a bit worried sometimes when they look at me.
Because it's because of your face.
Yeah, because of my face. So maybe to have a more regular lifestyle, you know.
Well, who knows going forward? Maybe if we see a return to both your characters, we may see some black teeth and some longer hair. I guess that's something we have to keep an eye out for. Thank you both so much for talking to me today, and I cannot wait, much like all the other fans, to watch the Book of Carol.
Thank you
so much.
Thank
Bye,
you, guys.